The state high school football playoffs were down to the Final Four in 6A. Tonight, Charlotte High School hosted Carroll City in hopes to reach their first ever state championship game. So it's December and the Dolphins are still alive in the playoff picture, which is great news considering they haven't made the playoffs since 2008. Last spring, Fort Myers won its first ever state title in girls basketball, and since then, it's been a lot of celebrating. LeBron James even sent them a letter congratulating them. The Tampa Bay Rays are taking an aggressive approach to spring training this season. Defensive end should be a nice little boost to that already stacked Dolphins defensive line. Thousands upon thousands of signatures. The community has really come out in full force in support of their fallen ace. Reporting from Miami, Chelsa Messenger, Wink Sports. Obviously, the biggest story this week in Florida has been Hurricane Matthew. Luckily, South Florida has been largely avoided. The Greenies haven't reached the Final Four since 1992, and they've only done it twice in program history. The homecoming was a little short-lived for South Fort Myers alum Sammy Watkins. The Bills receiver would leave today's game in the first quarter with a calf injury. Part of the reason we chose Barron Collier and Immokalee for our game of the week is because traditionally they've played such close games. On day one of the Franklin-Templeton shootout, several teams were on their game early on. We saw Matt Moore pitching that we really haven't seen since 2013, back when he was an all-star. Coming up in sports, we are live from our game of the week, and a good opportunity for Barron Collier to jump on an early 14-0 lead if they can capitalize. South Fort Myers is coming in with a lot of momentum. They're undefeated. Alabama facing number 9 Tennessee in Knoxville. Alabama leads the nation in defensive touchdowns, and here's another one. Ronnie Harrison picks off Josh Dobbs and takes it to the house. Bama now has a 14-0 lead. Now the Vols finally get something going in the second. Alvin Kamara gives that man 6. Tennessee on the board here. Still in the second, Alabama has a first-year starting quarterback. How is that working out? You know what? It's working out pretty well. Jalen Hurts would have 3 rushing touchdowns on the day. No upset today. This game, not even close. Alabama wins it 49-10. Lastly, is this a top play or a not top play? You decide. After Odell Beckham Jr. rips off a long touchdown reception, he takes off his helmet and runs over to the kicking net and acts like he's proposing. He acts like it said yes, gives it a little kiss. And if you remember, he's had a bit of a rocky relationship with that kicking net. Yeah, that wasn't the best of days. So this is the best of days, I guess you would say. Things are going better for the two. Is this weird or awesome? You decide. I guess we'll say awesomely weird. Keep in mind the news of Jose Fernandez passing less than 48 hours ago. Lots of these players still visibly shaken up. Manager Don Mattingly was in tears earlier in the dugout in front of the media. And all of the players have told me that baseball is like a big family, and you could definitely see that when the entire Mets team came over during batting practice and offered the Marlins players their condolences.
Voted best sportscaster for the 2nd year in a row by the news press.
Well, a big thank you to everyone for watching and voting. I'm Chelsa Messenger, and this is Trick Shot Tuesday. This is Trick Shot Tuesday. So Florida does 2 things particularly well: football and fishing.
Get him in. Get him in.
So we decided to race. Here it is: Doyle versus Messenger. 50 meters. Oh, stop, Hayden. All right, that's a wrap.